We know the search has covered a lot of ground today between Rockland and Roseville, and of course it's not over yet.
KCRA 3's Orko Manna joins us live tonight from Sutter Roseville Medical Center, where Abril escaped from early this morning. Orko, we are inching closer to that 24-hour mark. What's the latest tonight?
Yeah, Brittany, it's been about 20 hours since Eric Abril escaped from the Sutter Roseville Medical Center here. And as you guys said, investigators from several different agencies have been working all day to try to find him. We caught up with several of those efforts in different neighborhoods in Roseville and Rockland. Here's a closer look at that and how the community is reacting. Tonight, new surveillance video shows escaped inmate Eric Abril walking through the backyard of a Rockland home around 3:30 in the morning. You can see him more clearly in this surveillance video from another home across the street on Rainer Avenue. He's shirtless and wearing orange pants.
Hopefully somebody will see him and call it in.
The Placer County Sheriff's Office, Rockland Police, Roseville Police, and several other agencies across the area have been searching multiple locations all day to try and find Abril. The SWAT team seen in full force in different neighborhoods. Abril is the suspect in a deadly shooting and hostage situation at Mahaney Park in Roseville back in April. He's accused of shooting and killing one of the hostages, James McKeegan. The sheriff's office says Abril went to Sutter Roseville Medical Center on Thursday for an unknown medical condition, but escaped around 3 a.m. Sunday.
I work at Roseville Hospital, so I know the security is really tight when we have inmates, so I was really shocked that someone actually escaped or got out.
That's the question on everyone's mind. How could this have happened?
Well, it makes you wonder, whether they're doing a good job watching these people.
I can't believe he escaped.
Tina Van Kesteren lives in one of the neighborhoods where the SWAT team was searching for Abril. She says this is where Abril's mother lives and believes law enforcement thought he would go to her. That makes neighbors feel uneasy.
Oh, we're all scared. Yeah, it's scary because we don't know if he's going to show up in our backyard. I mean, of course, we have all our doors locked. Everybody, even this guy, I was talking to him and he said he locked his doors immediately.
People still reeling from the events at Mahaney Park say to know the person suspected of causing that chaos is on the loose again is unsettling.
That's actually the dog park I take my dog to daily. So when I heard that people were there while it was happening, I figured that could have been me. Yeah, it's pretty shocking, pretty scary.
The Placer County Sheriff's Office says Abril was under 24-hour guard at the hospital, so it's still unclear at this point how he was able to get away.
I know there's a lot of questions surrounding this case, specifically surrounding the circumstances regarding the escape. Quite frankly, I have a lot of questions as well. I can assure the community that when the time is right, there will be a thorough investigation into how this was able to occur and whether there are any policy violations. But quite frankly, right now, all of our resources are focused on making sure we get Abril back into custody.
And you heard the sheriff there. The focus for law enforcement at this point is still finding Abril, who, again, 20 hours later has still not been found. We did hear from the Rockland Police Department saying that all the agencies, including the Placer County Sheriff's Office, which is the lead agency in this investigation, will continue their search overnight. Reporting live in Roseville tonight, Orko Manna, KCRA 3 News.
We know that search might be difficult at this point, Orko, because the sun is down. A lot of people in the community also wondering, of course, how did this happen? So what do we know about the protocol for an inmate at a hospital?
Yeah, Andrea, we asked the Placer County Sheriff's Office about that. When an inmate is brought to a hospital, how many guards there usually are, if that inmate is shackled while they're at the hospital. But the Sheriff's Office told us that it's really a case-by-case situation, and because Abril was able to escape, they're still looking into what exactly happened here at the hospital, if there was a guard with him at that time, or if he was not shackled, or if he was shackled. Those are all questions that are part of that thorough investigation you heard the sheriff talk about, which will be underway. Again, the focus right now is finding Abril, but that investigation into what happened is definitely a big part of what's next.